This is Laugh Smartly, recorded live with your hosts, Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun. Good that we don't have to do the countdown anymore, whatever they used to say in the old podcast.
Why didn't you like that?
Get repetitive. And you would make fun of me. You would mimic me.
I thought it was funny. Like,
Yeah.
it's the anticipation.
But now we are here, which is, what are we doing?
Sorry, I was adjusting my microphone.
Just unadjust your glasses.
Back again.
47 times. What's beauty is Mr. Fun. We're professionally recording a podcast.
Right.
He's watching videos.
Multitasking.
This is my ADD. Sorry. What am I supposed to be doing right now?
You need to hit Adderall.
My wife tells me that she likes the way that I shred cheese. She said I do it great. Sorry, I was testing that out for the podcast now.
That's good.
All right,
That's
got it.
good. We can jump right into it. Do you have any other jokes to start off the podcast?
No, let's just get right into it.
Okay,
Let's just get right into it.
let's do it here. So, we've covered a lot of ground. The last podcast we had,
It's December.
December. It is December. Got to get my math here. 1st. 30 days in November, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Thanksgiving was the 29th.
Yeah.
It's December 1st.
So we're officially in the holiday season.
It seems like it's been officially that way for a while.
Yeah.
Now it's like you move from like Halloween, all of a sudden it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Which there's a whole month that is just evaporated at this point.
Yeah. We talked about Thanksgiving last week, and it's a holiday that it comes and goes this quick,
Yeah, it does.
which sort of sucks.
So, okay, talk about trees. When your Christmas tree goes up, how far after Christmas before it comes down?
Like that after New Year's.
Us too. We're done.
Now, is it like January 2nd, or does it dribble into the next weekend after January 1st?
It just sort of depends on what you're doing. But yeah, like it'll stay up definitely until January 2nd. And like we're away at the beach
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but it'll stay up. Yeah. But in that next week, it usually comes down.
Okay. All right.
And it is sort of depressing because the house looks so great when it's decorated.
Now, is that true? Do you put exterior lights on your house?
At most years, yes.
But same thing. Those lights come off same time the tree comes down.
Yeah.
Or the first warm day, which could be in March.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah, but it is like your house looks so naked
Uh-huh.
without the Christmas stuff in it.
Right.
You're like, what? Do we need more? Should we get more decorations?
Yeah.
I mean, our house is decorated pretty nicely, but then you take away the.
Now, do you think your kids are going to take any of your ornaments, meaning
Yes.
stuff that they grew up with?
I haven't really talked to them about it, but they're more than welcome to them.
We have we get an ornament every vacation. We have ornaments from when they different grades that they made. What about yours?
I think there's some that probably have value to them, but others are more our things, I guess. I don't know.
It may be time to share that your Mrs. Biff has she has little circus clowns for Christmas.
That's not Chris.
What is it?
Those are, I don't even know where they came from.
Are they there now?
Wait a minute.
They're these,
You don't know this?
they're
No.
these little porcelain clowns.
And what?
And our friend JY thinks they're evil.
How many are there?
I'd be guessing. It's probably, I don't know, 7 or 8.
She collects them.
They came from somewhere. I don't know where they came from. They came from Chucky, the doll.
Oh wow.
They're evil little creatures.
They are odd looking clowns. I will grant you that. But JY believes them to be really evil. And all of a sudden, a picture of the clowns. He took a picture of them one day at our house, and he sends it around. So, but
They're matching. I recall them being different. Like
no, they're the same sort of style,
Right.
Colors, and they're not very big. And I don't believe they were ornaments. I seem to think they were something related to a birthday party, but that's just
where are they presently?
that's a good question. They used to be in a China cabinet,
Right.
and I don't know. We
The
don't have
clowns are missing.
they're missing.
So wait, they come out during the Christmas season, or
No, they're just there. They're just in the house.
Apparently, he doesn't know where in the house.
Yeah, they're alive. Right?
that sounds like a Netflix movie.
I
No
know.
wonder I can't sleep. It might be the clown.
Do you find them like coming in, like sucking your breath
Yeah,
out?
that's right. Yeah. That's good.
Wow. Let's call your wife.
That's
Let's call her right now. Ask her where the clowns
If
are.
only I wasn't recording on my phone. But anyways, that's okay.
How's your video watching over there, Mr. Fun?
I'm trying to find some jokes for the podcast.
Speaking of videos, so Netflix is doing what?
It's okay. So Netflix predominant, producer of TV shows and
Right.
movies nowadays. We talked about this on our old podcast about Netflix won so many awards.
Right.
Amazon won a ton of awards too. They're starting to break into immersive experiences centered around their shows.
Okay.
So there are these I think they just opened a 100,000 square foot space in Philadelphia, in the
Okay.
King of Prussia, where you go and be part of the shows.
Got
And you can experience being in the show. You can eat food
Okay.
from those shows. But I think the reason why I wanted to bring this up, I think it's the next generation of like entertainment.
But how is it different from ESPN Zone, which
Where you
doesn't
throw the
exist
balls and
anymore?
stuff.
Well, no, but they also had TVs and it was food, right? ESPN Zone was a food bar based thing.
Yeah.
That promoted their roster of shows at some level, I would think.
Yeah, they would broadcast some of the
Yeah.
shows from those locations. I think this is just the way they have the rides or the experiences or
Right.
the food designed around their shows to promote their shows, and it just actually shows that there's a lot of fans of those shows too. And the point that people would spend like $40 to go to one of these immersive Netflix.
So we have kids that are all within kind of the 10-year age range. I think I have the oldest child in our group. Do you think our kids know that Netflix started out as a DVD delivery
Zero,
service?
no chance,
Okay.
no chance.
Just think about that. When they made that leap they publicly announced it, right? That we're going to stop sending you DVDs.
I thought it was the end of Netflix at
Right.
that point. I was like, why would anybody want to watch Netflix through the you would do it through the game system.
Right.
The white one. The one where
Nintendo.
no,
The
not
Wii.
the Wii.
Yes.
Yeah, you used to be able to get it through the Wii, right? That's where it started.
It was probably I don't, that's a good question.
I think I thought it was through the Wii.
Okay. Yeah. They might, like Sony, they might all kind of have that.
Because smart TVs weren't present then.
Right.
And then the smart TVs came about, and then you can go to the
I got one for you. If you asked your kids if they knew what a collect call was, would they know how to place a collect call? Would they know what you're talking about?
No.
Probably not. I can't think of many movies that even.
I mean, the fact that you had to pay for long distance calls, and if you were broke, you had to ask somebody else receiving the
You had to ask the operator.
to ask them
Yeah,
if they would
yeah.
accept your long distance your
That's crazy.
your collect call.
Yeah, and that was in the 80s,
Yeah, that was in the 80s.
right?
And you think about, okay, remember you used to pay for long distance? You used
Yeah.
to get the bill and your
Right.
37-minute.
Oh yeah,
Think about how much of a scam that was. Why were they charging us per minute for, like, now it's
I know, because they had already laid out
Yeah.
the network was laid out.
yeah, sunk costs, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to pay for it. I will grant them that. Though, why didn't they just do a lump sum?
Yeah.
But we had to do it by the minute. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
Well, what a gift if somebody gave you a calling card.
Uh-huh.
I know they
Like a
still
pre-
have
a
those, right?
pre-
International.
A prepaid calling card.
Yeah, they do it international still, right?
That's even changed. That's become cheap to go international if you go with your cell phone.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
$100 a month.
Yeah,
to be able to-
right. And then your data plans, you can get all your maps. It's amazing how that all
A
works.
collect phone call.
Well,
What a goofy thing.
I remember my first years of work though, and I had a calling card, like a work calling card.
Yeah.
Right. So I would travel internationally, and I had done it so often, I memorized the number. And it was like a 12-digit number and the phone number to call.
Yeah.
And then you put in the number.
Yeah.
It was crazy. What you had to do to
Right.
make a phone call. That was MCI. I had an MCI calling card.
Wow.
So that was which doesn't exist, right? That became Verizon, MCI. Well, it became a Verizon Center, which I believe was tied to MCI.
Yeah.
So something like that.
All right, so tell me how you guys would handle this kind of phone call. So I'm down in Clemson for Dad's Weekend a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I get my phone starts calling and it says unlisted number on the phone. So I'm assuming it's some robocall or whatever.
Right.
So I ignore it. I decide to pick it up. I pick it up, and it's a automated voice saying, "Hi, this is a call from the so and so correction facility with a call for you." And I'm like, "Yes, I'll accept it."
Prisoner was calling you?
My daughter gets on the phone
It's
thereafter
a joke.
and says, and she's fake crying, and she's like, "Dad, I got arrested. Da 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 da." My heart fell through the fucking.
That happened 3 weeks ago to Mrs. Biff, our oldest daughter. Somebody was joking around in Charlotte, said they were with the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department.
Same day.
Same day.
And your daughter. And
Yeah,
wait a minute.
listen,
And then your daughter gets on and said, "Mom."
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the sequence because it wasn't. They didn't call me, but it was a North Carolina number, and pretended they were a policeman.
I mean, what kind of joke is that?
Yeah, that's the.
Are you angry?
I was livid.
Really?
Mrs. Biff.
But for like a split second, you're like, you don't know what's happening. Like, are the police calling for some catastrophic thing? You know, luckily she was in jail, fake jail or whatever.
She gets fake gifts this year.
Yeah.
100%.
Prank phone calls. People, this is the wave of prank phone calls, I guess.
Is your refrigerator?
Is your refrigerator running?
This is Baltimore Gas and Electric calling to see if your refrigerator's running. Yeah, it is. Oh, you
Better
better go
go
catch it.
So silly. We laugh.
What about the porn phone?
The porn?
Did you guys have that?
What?
You dialed numbers. They were expecting 1-900 numbers.
Yeah.
You said porn phone. I'm like,
No, but porn phone numbers.
Right.
And you call up and you hear heavy breathing.
Was it expensive?
I think it was. I mean, like, I remember doing it. My mom and dad got like really mad at me.
I never did it.
I never did it.
But I know the exact. I know you're.
But it was a recording. It was like a 90-second woman. Hello.
Oh, it wasn't even live.
No, it was like a recording.
Really?
And it would breathe heavy, and it would end in some.
Were they cutting their toenails too?
Nobody knows that joke. You have to repeat it.
You guys remember that? The 900 numbers?
What was the joke from
It
last
was, I want to lose enough weight that I'm not, I can breathe while I cut my toenails.
I would do porn calls. No, I don't. I never called one, so I believe you that it happened. But they charge by the minute, right?
Well, that was like a fix because it was.
Oh, was it?
It was a
Biff,
recording.
that could have been you. You could have done gay porn. 90 seconds with that voice. You'd be like, stroke it. That would be so good.
No, what? Don't you think some women would want to listen to him?
I
Not that
don't think women call porn.
You don't think?
No, I think it's
Maybe.
horny men and gay men. Right.
So
I mean, maybe women. Can you imagine the ego on Biff if he talked for 90 seconds and women were enjoying themselves on the other
But the
line?
thing is, if he started that, we'd never see him for the podcast. He'd be just taking calls from all the ladies.
Right. Well, it's not live. He would just tape them over and over, all different things. Biff would be like, I'm putting on a pair of pajamas right now. My pants are white.
I
and
just
tight.
unbuttoned my white pants. My zipper's going.
I'm getting into the sauna.
I'm gonna put on my pajama pants now.
ha ha ha.
Speaking of, and one more thing on this call stuff.
Yeah.
You used to be able to call to listen for to get the times for the movie theater,
Right?
cinema.
Do that.
Yeah, like now you don't do that.
Well, you used to call to get the time.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It was the exact time.
show times. Yeah,
And then, you were saying that there was another one that you would call Santa,
Santa,
right?
Oh, yeah.
weather,
Yeah, the weather.
time,
Right.
time. I used to 844-4444 was time.
That's right.
You could do sports scores too.
Yeah.
Let's see if your team
But
was
and what was Star 69
Yeah,
came to call back
yeah,
immediately?
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are crazy times. Those old times we lived in.
Yeah, in college, Lucky used to call him a star, and it's a star 69. I don't know what he was thinking. He would just say it.
All right, we talked about this on our old podcast. UFOs. Okay, and Viff, you were Mr. Conspiracy Theory. You think we got all these government faking the moon landing, et cetera, et cetera. And what is your theory on UFOs? Are they hiding?
I mostly think they're defense things from other countries, but I'm not going to completely dismiss that there's another world out there. I mean, the universe is so big.
Yeah.
That who knows?
Yeah. But do you think that there's a lot of theories, Mr. Fine, about so extraterrestrials have landed on Earth and the government has recovered these beings, whether dead, most probably dead, and they're actually trying to recreate the alien, like trying to reverse engineer these beings.
Right.
There's a big theories about that.
Like cloning?
Cloning or
You have DNA?
maybe. I don't know.
An alien?
Okay.
DNA.
But there, Amazon is about to release a documentary.
Okay.
And I'm previewing it. I haven't seen it, but I read about it. I read a review about it. It's called The Age of Disclosure.
Okay.
In the film, there are 34 former and current senior members of government that are interviewed. And Marco Rubio is featured in this documentary often.
Right.
Okay. And basically they're going to talk about like these theories,
Right.
and debunk some of these things. So I think a lot of our kind of questions may get answered as a result of this documentary. So
but your sense is it's just to completely debunk things.
or say that, yeah, maybe get us a little closer to maybe what our government is doing with extraterrestrials, is I think. So I'm really looking forward to this to see if it moves the needle a little bit forward in terms of what's going on here with ETs here on the.
You know what they call an alien with 3 testicles? Oh shit, an extra to testicle. Help me work that
with 3 balls.
with 3 balls.
Testicle.
An extra to testicle. I can't even say it.
Very funny.
All right, I'll work on that one. We'll work that one out.
Okay, so we're actually getting close to we're in the holiday season, so we're getting close to actually having to make some New Year's resolutions.
Oh,
okay.
I'm not prepared.
Do you guys remember what my New Year's resolution was?
You were going to lose 7 pounds,
which I did, by the way.
and then you gained 8.
No,
Okay.
I did. But one of them was to go see more live music.
Right.
Okay, which I think I did pretty well. I'm going to mentally go through at some point to see how many I did. But the thing about that really galls me is about the ticket gouging, like the prices to go see events.
Yeah.
Like you go see Taylor Swift, with the dynamic pricing that Ticketmaster has or whatever. So I'm going to have to applaud Britain because they are starting to put legislation in place to make it illegal to scalp tickets, essentially.
Okay. So what's the unintended consequence of that?
That the unintended consequence, or the positive, will be that it'll be more affordable for people to go see entertainment. Because right now, the way that dynamic pricing, the way scalping works, you can't, a regular family can't afford the $800 Taylor Swift ticket, even though the face value of it might be $150.
Yeah, I guess the question is, it much like rent control, it's effectively what they're suggesting.
Yeah.
Right. That there's going to be a fixed price for the tickets versus some form of dynamism, which allows
What's that?
people dynamic pricing. Right. If there is dynamism, is what I think I said. I said it incorrectly the second time.
Okay. You're welcome. Just
So if he's correct,
I know he knows.
bit of a wordsmith.
Yeah. But I guess the point is that part of the money on the dynamic pricing goes back to the artist. Got it.
through the ticket agents.
Right.
Like
So I guess the unintended consequence is that the artists don't go to Britain to perform if they're not making as much money.
Well, in this legislation, there are a bunch of musicians, Coldplay, Dua Lipa, Radiohead, signed a public letter asking the Prime Minister of Britain to honor pledges to protect fans from ticket scalping market. So, I think they're going to have to give up the dynamic pricing benefit that they get, but they're also, I think they're thinking they'll get more fans if they, get the scalpers from stopping the charge exorbitant pricing.
Yeah. They can still charge, why jousting tickets are so expensive? Surcharges.
It'll be interesting to watch. I think there are it's a laudable idea. The issue is there's something that's going to, the system is going to break somehow.
Yeah.
It just strikes me that that's what's going to happen.
I used to be a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. Okay.
Right.
And I love him just because he's just more like normal, more relatable than most artists are. His music's great.
Right.
But he opted in to the dynamic ticket pricing with Ticketmaster.
Right.
I may have talked about this. And we would always see him when he would come through out in DC or whatever. We'd go to see him in New York, New Jersey too. But when I went to buy the tickets for the last Bruce Springsteen show that came through DC, and it was, ridiculous amount of money, $500 a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was unfair. And I
just, the final point I'll make is that let's use your Coldplay example. Let's say Coldplay thinks a ticket is worth $200. Is that really solving the problem? Meaning, I understand it solves the problem for a certain segment of the tickets that people are buying at $500, But the reality is that they are then going to start raising prices at some point, so that that they're actually it's going to be more of a cause and effect of what they want versus what the market will.
Well, would they put a price out for $200, they
Right.
want 200, right?
Right.
Like, so I think this dynamic pricing and also was trying to get more of the money in the pockets of the artists versus the scalpers, the legitimate scalpers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think if they want 150 for the ticket, the people should pay $150.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then my last thing. So this is one that's been, I've talked a lot about social media and how it's impacting in phones and it's impacting people's personalities, relationships.
Yeah.
But another positive thing is there's a couple bars and restaurants and dance clubs in New York City are now not allowing you to take your cell phone onto the dance floor, which is amazing. But what people were doing instead of dancing, they were taking their phones and taking pictures of each other.
Right.
And so these places now have become more popular because the people are more freer. They're doing more dancing and
Right.
there's less of picture taking.
Do you think it's picture taking of themselves they're worried about, or picture taking of other people?
It's the what I've read about it is it messes with the vibe of the dancing. It's even if they're taking pictures of themselves.
Right.
But of course, taking pictures of other people is bullshit too. But
right.
But again, I think it's we've talked about different bars and restaurants and different schools are now trying to get kids to get off their phones and stuff like that. I think a super positive step forward in terms of making it
so just on the dance floor.
Just on the dance floor.
So they could have them in the rest of the club.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are some clubs have no phones, no phones out.
And what if one of your kids went to one of those clubs?
I wouldn't want them to have their phone.
No, meaning if the age of phones, you give them, in some cases, kids have phones because parents do like to get a hold of them.
Yep.
So you okay if your daughter goes to a club for 4 hours and has no phone?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I just want to keep her off the dance floor. Use the phone, go on the dance floor. I was actually in line with to get into a nightclub with a set of jumper cables, some keys, and a battery. And I heard the bouncer say, well, you can go in, but don't start anything.
It's a big
random show.
It's a big trend now too with the phones is secret recordings. And this happened to my daughter. She was in College Park. She was coming out of a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This guy approached her who had a secret camera in his jacket, videoed this conversation she had with my daughter, or that he had with my daughter. And he started with some really innocuous questions, simple questions. Oh, how tall are you? Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, could you ever see yourself dating a guy like me? Blah, blah, blah. And then the next step is once they get the person comfortable, they ask really promiscuous questions.
Right.
And they put them out on social media because people like to see them.
Right.
Well, my daughter's boyfriend walked up right behind her, but that part of the video did get posted. And the guy who was secretly recording my daughter basically came up with, luckily the boyfriend came right at the last minute. Well, it was quite embarrassing.
Wait, why is it secret? I've seen these.
My daughter didn't know she was being recorded.
Because I've seen these and it's obvious they are being recorded. They're doing it for YouTube.
Maybe or maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, like the Hot Tui girl, for instance.
She knew.
She knew. But there's some, they do it now. They hide it because they want girls.
Okay, that's the ones I've seen. The ones where it's pretty obvious they know they're on camera.
Did you? I happened to catch an ad the other day. The Ray-Ban has to deal with Meta.
Yeah.
For the glasses.
Yeah.
They're really inexpensive now.
Right.
They're like $250 or something. I mean, they're not that technology to have that access with having a camera. And
what's it do?
I think I don't know this to be true. It surely is a camera. I think it also has some recognition.
It has some AI.
It has some AI recognition
built into the phone.
Right.
I mean, built into
the lens, right? So it'll tell you what you're looking at.
I heard an example if a home's for sale. It'll pull it up to tell you what the sales price is and how many bedrooms. And
the bigger concern is the videotaping, right? Because you can videotape with it because it'll go to your phone.
Would it tell you what the make of that car is? Could you ask what kind of car?
I believe that's what the technology will get you to.
Wait, I have a really dumb question. Are you asking it a question?
I I'm out of my league on that, but it seems to make sense.
Yeah.
It's almost like what you do on your phone.
It's got Siri on board.
Yeah.
So I think you can ask questions.
Okay, so you're like, hey, what's the
Yeah.
what's that car over there? What's the
Or Siri,
brand of that car?
ask.
Right.
Wow.
Right. And so I think it'd probably do that.
Yeah.
And
And
technology,
does it have facial recognition yet? Like, could I ask it what's that person's name? That'd be so good. I need that. I need that. Remind me what this person's name is.
hey, buddy.
Yeah, hey, bud.
Hey, you.
It's the worst.
So I watched this thing on Ricky Gervais, who I find to be very funny and very intelligent.
Yeah.
So he was doing some sort of Q&A, and it to me, it's sort of turned into a game, and I'm going to play it with you guys.
Oh?
Which is what would you rather do? And the question that he was asked was, what would you rather do? Take gum, chew gum that you find from underneath a restaurant table,
Okay.
or lick a homeless person's big toe. So that was the question.
Right.
And he worked through it, which was interesting. But I'm going to ask you two guys, and then I have one more question I'm going to ask you. But what would you rather do with those two things?
All right. Part of it depends on the cleanliness of the restaurant. But I just chew it.
You got to chew it.
How long do I have to chew it?
Okay, let's
Like just a couple chews and spin it out.
let's just make it a minute.
A minute.
A minute,
I know what. It's pretty easy for me.
and or lick a homeless person's big toe.
Oh, see, I think
I would eat the gum in a second.
Really?
Yep. Because it belonged to one person, right?
Okay.
And it was, in their mouth. I mean, you make out with people in bars.
You do.
You don't even know them, like, or we used to.
right.
Okay.
Right? So it's swap and spit. I mean, that's essentially.
Is in the mouth like the dirtiest? What do they say about the?
No, but like, is your mouth that dirty? I mean,
I'm
the toe.
I'm not worried about my mouth.
Yeah.
The toe is dirty.
No, you don't.
It's dirty.
But what if somebody wiped a booger under that table on that gum? Does that make
Yeah, I
it
take
better?
that risk.
Wow.
That guy could have stepped on a booger.
Okay. All right.
So I was
Guy,
thinking,
gal, whatever.
what if they had like some disease and now it's trapped in the gum?
The disease could be on the damn toe.
Yeah, but what's that? Like athletes? I love athletes' tongue.
No, he could have stepped in
I
salmonella or something. I don't know. Right?
would do the gum too. I instinctively and quickly say gum, but gosh, yeah,
They're tough
it's just,
choices.
It's just
What would you
one.
do?
It's just one lick of the toe.
So, well, Gervais went through it, and it goes, I could become this guy's hero by licking his toe, sort of deal.
Yeah.
I would probably do the gum myself. Both would make me throw up.
But for what reason? Why would you do the gum?
Because you hate to say sanitary reasons, but because it seems slightly less risky than the toe.
Yeah.
Right? And the toe probably comes with smell.
Yeah.
And the smell would be a problem.
You can hold your nose. Just one quick lick and you're done.
Okay. Well,
While
you're either
chomping on the gum for a minute.
Okay. All right. So here's question 2.
Oh.
I just thought of this one.
Wow.
Okay.
We're on the fly.
What would you rather do?
Breaking news.
Pick your iPhone that you have to get out of a full porta potty toilet,
Right.
falling in there,
Right.
or French kiss a homeless person. Of
Oh,
those two,
I'll
things.
grab the phone.
No, I'd French kiss the homeless person. I'm not good. I have a phobia of porta potties and bathrooms.
Right.
Yeah, you would. I would go for the phone.
You would?
Yeah, because you can watch that.
But you're in with like 500 people shit and piss.
Okay,
Versus you just got to
you're
kiss
gonna
one person.
French kiss a homeless person.
Sure.
Oh,
In a second.
What would you do?
I said I'd go for the phone. You said you'd go for the phone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because I could just wash my hands like
Right.
crazy afterwards.
Right.
You could brush your teeth.
Oh,
All right, wait. This is real. I grew up with a friend in middle school who swallowed his retainer, and instead of getting a new retainer, he pooped it out and they boiled it and they
Yeah.
wore his retainer again. Did
Yeah.
you do that?
wait, say that again.
So he swallowed his retainer,
Okay.
and then they waited till he pooped it out. They boiled it, and he wore his retainer again.
Sure.
It was his own poop.
I suppose I'd probably do that. I don't know.
He wouldn't go get a new retainer. The mistake that guy made was he told all
Very
his
expensive.
schoolmates.
Retainers are
Wait, when was this?
It was middle school.
Weren't those the retainers that were big? Like they were the formed to the top of your
Yeah,
mouth
yeah,
with metal.
Those are
bits?
the mouth guard, the
Yeah.
mouth gear.
Now this was a thing.
Oh, I'm thinking mouse guard. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm thinking of
mouth
that.
gear.
Yeah, this was the
Headgear.
thing you wore
Headgear.
after you had braces.
Okay.
You wore this
Yeah.
for a little while.
I guess I suppose I'd do that.
What?
No, I would do what after it was clean, after it was
Yeah.
oiled and clean. I guess I would do that.
You have to also fish it out.
I mean, you don't want to think about the fact that what's the odds. Like you go to a restaurant, and
Right.
you put things in your mouth, which are basically utensils, drinks, stuff like that. Who knows what people did with those items before they were clean?
Right.
Right? They could have shoved. They could have picked their nose with it. They could have. So we regularly do those things.
I've never seen anybody picking their nose with a.
No, but you don't.
Or-
I mean, well, hell, the people in the back might, for all we know.
I don't think they do it. either.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's just grossness. Like it's
I worked with a guy years ago who brought his own utensils to restaurants. He had a little bag that he had in his pocket, and he'd take out his fork and his knife.
so we have this debate all the time at home. So Mrs. Biff cleans the lettuce,
Right.
right? So washes the lettuce.
Yeah.
Now, I will grant you on romaine lettuce, which is sort of a leafy lettuce. It sort of makes sense. You can get the dirt off or whatever it is. I don't get in an iceberg lettuce once you get past the outer layer. Do you clean the iceberg lettuce on the inside?
No. I'll get ahead of lettuce.
Right.
Because I've actually thought about the same thing too.
Yeah.
I clean that. Actually, sometimes I'll just peel off the outside
Right.
and not even wash the thing.
Right.
And then once I've done that, then
Right. Right. So I'm sort of in that camp. What do you think restaurants are doing? This is always my retort.
I've seen it. I've worked there. They spray it with something like they use for the dishes. They spray it. And
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
But they're not really cleaning
No.
the lettuce.
No.
I don't care where you get a salad at a restaurant. They are not putting it in the lettuce spinner
Yeah,
and
yeah.
drying it off, right?
Yeah.
But we do it for some reason at home.
maybe because you can.
I guess. I don't know. To me, it just always seems so
Ah.
pointless.
well, now I feel like going out, eating,
See?
Chewing some gum.
homeless people,
Chewing some gum.
chewing some gum.
But no,
I was going to say something about being lactose intolerant, but it didn't really fit with the homeless. I
Going back to the gum, it's a fun story. So, my grandfather, when he would come over for dinner, he would come over to our house for dinner every Sunday,
yeah.
and he would sit in the same spot in our dining room table.
right.
Okay, so when he passed away, I don't know how this happened. My mom went underneath our table. She was cleaning something.
There was gum.
Massive amount of gum. He would chew his gum and pop it under at our house.
At your house.
At our house,
That guy.
there was like 3 years worth of gum underneath our table, and we had no
Wow.
idea. Yeah, he would chew
My-
the white Wrigley's
yeah.
spearmint gum.
My grandfather was a bit of a eclectic man, but he used to come home from work and be very demonstrative about undoing his. There was a safe in a big, one of those what you can picture as a safe, with the TV on top of it, and he'd do the combination and he'd pop it open and he'd put his wallet and his keys in there. Next morning he'd open it up and go to work. He did it for 30 years. So he passes away, and my grandmother didn't have the combination. It was his safe. So she wasn't exactly sure what else was in there. So she calls the locksmith, and the locksmith takes the TV off, reaches behind the safe to move it away from the wall. There's no back on it. For 30 years, she had no idea that it was a fake safe.
Why do you do that?
Just to mess with her, I guess. And all his kids, my mom lived there. She was like, I can't believe that we didn't know it was a fake safe. Yeah.
So, like several weeks ago, we talked about the Oxford English Dictionary having a word,
Yes.
something like that. What's Cambridge?
Well, okay. I mean, the Cambridge Dictionary's word of the year is parasocial.
Harry, like,
Para, Parasocial, and it basically describes a connection that people feel with someone they don't know, or even with an artificial intelligence, which is hence this year with AI and everybody falling in love with
Give
it.
me the word again.
Parasocial.
Parasocial. I couldn't remember that.
now, you, Mr. Fun, you're the Sora king
Yes.
at this table.
Yes.
Are you falling in love with certain characters on Sora?
No, I'm the character.
I know, but there's
I've been in love with myself
Oh.
for
There are plenty of people
Many
falling
years.
in love with him.
very popular on Sora.
Oh, well, no.
Very
I
popular.
saw the one where you were old,
Yeah,
but you had no hair.
I know.
You're gonna have full hair until the day you die.
I'm very proud of my hair.
You're gonna have to pull it.
I'm very.
Have you
impressed by
seen the Sora ones with the cats playing instruments on the
Yeah.
outside the front door?
Yeah.
They're funny.
it. I could do that.
And
I could do that today.
It's a whole line of them. The cat's playing a banjo, and the woman comes out. It's wait, you can't play the banjo, and the cat growls at it, and then he changes instruments. Then it's a trumpet, and he's hitting cymbals. It's the way they do the cats is incredible.
Yeah.
How realistic they look.
Wow.
And then they have cats behind the counters at a fast food place, and somebody complains, and the cat hits the person.
So people are having a hard time deciding that stuff's real or fake. Like there are some things that are like, is that real?
Yeah, well, they're it's so well done. If it wasn't so exaggerated what the circumstance was, like a cat playing banjo.
Yeah.
But if it was just a cat that went up and threw up a hairball, you'd think it was a cat throwing up a hairball. You wouldn't know.
I did when I was a DJ at a big club, and people were like, "Where's this club?" And I was like, "Are you serious? Like,
yeah,
I haven't been to a club like that in years."
Well, all the stuff that's out on the internet, there's another word. This was like a second place word. Slop is the word. You put
it's an acronym, isn't it?
Slop is the content on the internet.
Yeah,
Very low quality.
right.
Especially when it's created
There's
by
AI slop.
Yeah,
Right?
by AI. Yeah. And memeify was another word in contention for the name of the year or word of the year. Memeify, to turn an event, image, person, etc. into a meme.
Memify. What 3 words do you not want to hear when you're having sex with the new neighbor? Honey, I'm home. No.
All right. Mr. Funny, you sort of beat me to the punch here.
What? Are we there?
It's time for the last joke of the week. It's right. It's not just the last joke.
Well, yeah.
Ever.
Gosh, it was the last joke ever.
Ever?
Like catastrophic. It would be like House of Dynamite. Yes.
It would be we'd be hanging there.
Let's say
I'm
an oldie but goodie.
Okay.
What do you feed a woman to stop her from giving blowjobs? Wedding cake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know that one?
Yes. That was it. That one is one you have told. That good one.
Yeah. You know, I sympathize with some people. I once was a boy trapped in a woman's body, but then my mom gave birth to me. Did you know that one?
Yes.
How'd you know that one?
We've been friends with.
I told it.
You've heard that joke from you.
Really?
Yes. I'm not saying it's a bad joke. It's funny.
All right.
And people that haven't heard it, they laughed in their car.
My sister's telling people that she's going to transition to a man when she gets back from vacation. Currently, she's abroad.
Nice.
That's
good. That's
I'll end on that one.
Yeah, no. Lucky how they get a hold of us.
Feedback at laughsmartly.com.
Very nice.
You got it right.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, I'm just getting used to this thing. We're at episode 3.
We're episode 3 of the new format.
All of our social media, I'm getting used to.
Yeah, it's good though. We changed everything over. I don't think we missed anything.
Wait, I have a question. Why did we change the name?
Yes.
We keep reminding to make it fun at least. Yeah. I think the viewers and listeners.
We've learned some things today. The smartly part,
right?
And we've laughed.
We have laughed, not as much as usual, because I wasn't funny today.
Yes, you were.
I'm sorry. And then, but I've learned big words.
You did.
You learned a couple big words, or you used a couple big words today. I was very intimidated.
Dynamism.
Yeah, you used dynamism, and then you said something like that's. I don't know. It sounded like ostrich.
Laudable.
Yeah, just like ostrich.
That's not a play in football. Laudable.
Nice.
So I saw Dave L recently, and he was giving us some feedback on the podcast.
This would be Lindy. He said
Wendy. I call him. But anyway, he said he would like us to start previewing what we're going to talk about next week. And I said sometimes we just are going with the flow. We don't know what we're going to talk about. But we should be preparing for our Christmas gift giving.
Right.
Like this we have done that. That was a tradition in our prior episodes.
Yes. So we will have to give that.
Yeah. So that'll be coming up.
Okay. So excellent. Good. All right, guys. Good to see you once again. Episode 3 or 153 or 154, whatever the number is.
Right.
The times we've been doing this. So thank everybody for listening. Until we do it again next week, let me just say goodbye.
hope you stay. Just don't let love get in the way. I don't need to have a claim on you, and you know that you got no claim on me. Let's keep it clean and simple, and I'm certain that you'll keep a smile on me.